And when I said the word envy, I'm sure for some of you, another word pops up in your mind because a lot of times we always combine these two words together. We always use them in the same context, even though they are not the same, is the word jealousy. But here's something that you may not know, that jealousy and envy are two different words, right? They may share a couple of the same characteristics, but they are two totally different words. And before we hop into touching on what it is to be envious, I want to give you a definition of jealousy just to show you that, right? When we look at the definition of jealousy, listen to it. It says it involves a fear of losing something you already possess. So first and foremost, it says it involves a fear. And we know the scriptures is very clear that, love cast out, a perfect love casts out fear, right? Fear has no place in love. So if we are tied to God, then there should be no fear there because God is love, right? But it says it involves a fear of losing something you already possess, such as a relationship or a possession to someone else. So it says that there's a fear there that whatever it is that you possess, the relationship that you have, that there's a fear that you're going to lose that to someone else. And if you ever look up the definition of jealousy, a lot of times another word will pop up with that, and that's rivalry. And that's what it's talking about there, right? Jealousy a lot of times deals with a rivalry, whether the rivalry is true, or whether it's just all in your head, right? But listen to what the definition goes on to say. Now, these are three characteristics that somebody that is a jealous person has. And this is how you can identify if that's you or someone else. It says it often involves feelings of insecurity, possessiveness, or suspicion. So if you are a jealous person or know someone that is jealous, these are the characteristics that you will see. And if these are characteristics that you may deal with, you want to be honest about that, right? Because you want to get to the root of it and say, why is it that I feel this way? Why do I feel jealous of this person? Is it something that's all in my head? And even if it's not all in my head, am I confident in who I am, right? To not be insecure, to not be trying to hold on, be possessive of something that may either walk away from me or be taken away from me. That just means that God has something else better for me, right? Or are you just suspicious for no reason, right? Are you just paranoid and just thinking that somebody's doing something that they're not? Because sometimes in relationships, that can ruin relationships when somebody is just jealous and they're constantly assuming. And a lot of times it may not even be the case. It can truly ruin a relationship. But that's the definition of jealousy. Now, when we hop into Proverbs 14 and 30, that's where our meal is going to come from. We're going to see that envy is a whole totally different thing from what we just laid out when it comes to jealousy, right?